Hi there, this is Brittany and we are going to be doing a grounding exercise with Body Scan. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, ideally one where you can sit with your feet flat on the floor, so a couch or a chair that you can get that nice position ready, so you get your feet on the floor but also get some support on your back if you can. That way you don't have to worry about your posture too much throughout the practice. So once you're there, go ahead and close your eyes or rest your gaze if that feels good. And we're gonna get started. We're going to start by bringing attention to our hands, our fingers. Start by simply rubbing the fingers together. So the thumbs against the four fingers, the tips of your fingers. You can start rubbing the hands together a little bit. We really want to become aware of what that sensation is, how that feels in our muscles. We want to feel all of the pressure and little sensations that we can attend to. Once you've done that, go ahead and start wringing the hands together a little bit. You can clasp the hands, you can press the palms together, sort of in like the prayer formation. You can give the fingertips a gentle squeeze. Just become aware of that sensation. How does the body feel? How does each fingertip feel? How does the palms feel? You can keep your hands clasped if that feels good, or you can separate them if you'd like and just rest them gently on your lap. But we're going to start bringing attention now less from the external places and more into the hands. So working our way through the backs of the hands up into the wrist. Become aware of that sensation. You don't have to move. You don't have to grab anything here. We're becoming aware with what feels what it feels on the inside. So muscular sensations, any tension, anything like that. Bring awareness now up into the forearms. Again, any tension that you might feel, simply become aware of it. Try not to judge what it feels like too much harshly. Simply become aware of what it feels like. Bring awareness up to the muscles of the tops of the arms, the biceps, the triceps, again, without passing judgment and really trying to attend to what is that you're experiencing. It's not about changing things right now. It's more about becoming present and aware. Bring awareness up into the shoulders. This is often a spot we hold a lot of tension. So you might find yourself wanting to wiggle. That's okay if you end up wanting to stretch it out a little bit. Again, try not to pass that judgment. Simply be aware of it. But if the stretch happens, if it feels right, go ahead. Bring awareness now up through the neck. Again, another spot we often hold a lot of tension. So if you have to stretch out the neck, that is okay if it feels right. Bring awareness now up into the muscles of the face. Might sound a little strange, but we're going to simply relax the muscles, let the face sit naturally. We don't want to have any forced expressions here. Just let the muscles relax, become aware of what it feels like. We'll take a little pit stop into the mind here for a moment. We just want to acknowledge what thoughts are coming up without stopping and dwelling on any one in particular. So we're going to acknowledge, we're going to let the thought pop up and acknowledge what it is, what it's saying, but we don't want to stay there. So let's imagine that thought can transform. It's going to turn into a little water droplet. Go ahead and let that thought come. Let it transform into that little water droplet. And now we're gonna let that thought go. So picture a little river running below right now. And after you acknowledge that thought, you let it transform, let it drip and flow away into that river. So acknowledge the thoughts as they come, watch them transform, and then let them go. Acknowledge the thought, watch it transform, and let it go. We're going to be coming back into the body now, back through the muscles of the face. Once again, relax those muscles. No worries about what you look like, what the expression is right now. Simply let it be what it is. Let it be whatever you need it to be. Move again through the neck. And now we're going to bring awareness down into the chest. So in this space, you might notice some of those muscular sensations, the tightness, the tension, but you also might notice other things such as your heartbeat or your breath. If you notice your heart or your breath feels like it's moving a little fast, try not to pass too much judgment here, but if it feels right, now's a great time to take a big inhale. Beautiful job. Bring that awareness now into the stomach. Again, you might notice those physical muscular sensations, but you might notice other sensations here. If you've eaten a big meal, you might feel that full feeling. If you've drank a lot of water, you might feel something similar. If you haven't eaten, you might notice those hunger pangs, or you might even feel that sort of swirly butterfly nervous feeling. Whatever it is, again, try not to pass judgment. Let it be what it is. That is okay. That is where you are right now. Again, the practice is becoming aware. We're not changing anything in this moment right now. Bring awareness down into the hip space. Bring awareness now to your seat. And here is a great time not only to pay attention to those muscular sensations, but start connecting with the earth below. So where your body meets the surface. What does that support feel like? Maybe if you're on a cushion, you feel that cushion kind of curling up against your legs. If you're on a hard, flat surface, maybe you notice that stability. Whatever it is, make note of it, make note of how it feels, and allow yourself to be supported. No matter what form it's taking, allow yourself to anchor into that support. Bring awareness now down through the thighs. Again, notice those muscular sensations and any part where the body meets the surface. Down through the shins and the calves. Bring awareness down through those muscles. Again, any tension, any sort of sensations that you're experiencing, acknowledge them. Bring awareness now down to the ankles. And we're going to come down into the feet. And here is our solid point of anchoring. Really feel the surface below you. Maybe you're wearing socks or shoes, maybe you're barefoot on the floor, whatever it is, notice how it feels as you connect with that surface, that earth, the ground. Anytime you are feeling overwhelmed or out of sorts, you can always come back to the place where your body meets the earth. A great place to get reconnected, to calm down, to become comfortable and aware once again. So take another moment, really feel what that experience is. You know, you can wiggle the toes and kind of push them into the surface. You can feel if you're, again, wearing socks or shoes, maybe some of that pressure around the feet, whatever it might be, notice that sensation. All right. Take a nice breath here, and we're going to start traveling back up the body a little bit more quickly now. So from the feet, bring awareness now back up to the ankles, back up to the shins and the calves, back up through the thighs, back up through our seat and our hips. And here we want to bring awareness to a part that hasn't gotten much attention yet. We're going to bring awareness up to our backs. So starting in the lower back muscles and spine, we're going to become aware of what the sensation is, what those muscular feelings are. Again, if you're leaning against a surface, such as the back of the chair or couch, great time to really anchor into all of those points where your body is supported. Keep traveling up the back through the middle of the back and finally all the way up to the upper back and places where it meets the shoulders and the base of the neck. Bring attention back up into the shoulders. As you move back through the body, notice if anything's changed. Notice if anything is different. Bring awareness down through the tops of the arms, back down into the forearms, back into the wrists, and once again, start to notice the sensations in the hands. Notice what you can touch, whether that is palms on the thighs or you bring them together once again. Notice how it feels as your palms connect. Notice those pressure points. Notice again if anything has changed since you started the practice. Has any part of the body shifted? Maybe you've become aware of certain discomforts. Maybe some things have changed as you move through the body. Things feel a little bit more relaxed. Whatever it might be, become aware of what that looks like. Take a few deep breaths here, and whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and return to the room.